Hello, friends, and welcome to Yoga by the Moon. My name is Michelle, and I am here to guide you through a new moon practice for the new moon in Sagittarius for December 19th, 2025. The new moon is, as it sounds, it's all about newness and welcoming new pathways, new opportunities, new ways of thinking, just new ideas, and it's like a fresh start. We get to have all this newness, and it is the last new moon of 2025, so we can kind of take this with us into a new year even. So there's all this just fresh start, fresh opportunity, like it's a moment to breathe and pause and allow abundance to come into our lives. And for this to happen under Sagittarius, Sagittarius is very much about expansion and testing your limits and your boundaries, stepping outside of your traditional ways of thinking, your traditional modalities. So all of this new opportunity and these new ways of thinking, we expand beyond what we are used to. We step outside of our box, step outside of ourselves, so that we can really welcome in a whole bunch of newness. I know that sounds very redundant to keep saying it that way, but when we step outside of ourselves, we not only have new opportunities and new ways of thinking, but we have just completely foreign ways of doing things. And in that, there is promise and hope through Sagittarius and the new moon. So if we do this now, step outside of our ways of thinking and expand our horizons, we really welcome abundance into our lives. And so that's very much what the new moon in Sagittarius is all about. Sagittarius is a fire sign, very energetic, very forward momentum, forward driven, and we can take that energy with us as we finish these last few days of 2025 and take it into the coming year, so we can really kind of push through and start the new year strong. We're going to begin with what is called vibrant breath work. It's more like a therapeutic breath work, but it is very much simultaneously energizing for the body, which is great for Sagittarius, but also clears your head, and it gives you the opportunity to really see things for what they are. And when we are looking for new opportunities and newness in our lives, having that clear head really lets us propel forward confidently, which confidence is also very much a Sagittarius energy. We can propel forward confidently into these new adventures, knowing that we are protected, that we have the universe at our back, that we are welcoming in abundance. So we'll do this vibrant breath work, and you just find any sort of comfortable seat, however you wish. And it's more about focusing on the exhale. We're going to breathe in and out through our nose, take a deep breath in, and then as we exhale, we're going to feel that exhale travel from our low belly up through our rib cage and up through our diaphragm, then our rib cage and out. We're going to really focus on that out breath and where that's traveling and extend it. So it's very soothing for the mind while energizing the body at the same time. It's beautiful, beautiful practice. We'll do 3 together. Let's take one deep breath in. Long exhale out. Feel the belly pull in. Rib cage or diaphragm, rib cage, out. One more in. Exhale out, belly, diaphragm, rib cage, up and out. Last one together. Deep breath in. Long exhale out, belly, diaphragm, rib cage, up and out. Now, as I find my way to my mat, invite you to just feel in your bodies and notice how you feel now. Notice any sort of maybe centered thinking. Notice any calmness maybe that you feel. Maybe notice any invigoration. Just notice how you feel. And when you're ready, please join me in this wide-legged seat. Legs stretched out into a V in front of you. That now your wide may be much more narrow. It may be more open than mine. Maybe you can open all the way to like a side split. Just find wherever is comfortable for you, wherever you can still sit up tall, long spine in this position without feeling too much pull, so that you're not like pulling a muscle in your inner thighs. But sit up tall. Take a deep breath in as you raise your arms up high. And as you exhale, gently forward fold, keeping that tall spine. So you might not fold very far at all. As you notice, I'm pretty high up right now. And as you exhale, with each deep exhale, you might notice that you can keep the length in your spine, but slowly creep forward. Maybe not. Maybe you're even more high up than I am. Just keep that tall spine, because keeping that spine really focuses the stretch in our inner thighs, which is going to allow expansiveness into our lives. So we're going to take a few deep breaths here in a wide-legged forward fold, surrendering to the universe. And forward folds are all about surrender. And with the newness of the new moon, it's really an equal part about welcoming in newness and opportunities and surrendering to the universe, trusting that it has our best interests in mind, trusting in its plan. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly come back up. Now we're going to keep our left leg stretched out in front of us, and then we're going to take our right foot and bring it to our inner thigh on our left leg. So creating sort of an upside down figure 4 with our legs. Nice tall spine. Inhale, reach those arms up once again. And exhale, keeping your tall spine. Maybe you bring your hands to the outside of your shin. Maybe the outside of your knee or thigh. Maybe you can reach your toes in head to knee pose. Now the goal of this pose is not to get your head to your knee, even though that is what it is called. It is to keep that nice tall spine and feel that stretch in the back of your leg, back of your calf, back of your thigh. And once again, just like that wide-legged forward fold, with every exhale, you might be able to slowly release down a little more. One more breath in. And as you exhale, slowly come back up. We're going to switch sides, straighten out that right leg, and then bring your left foot to the inner part of your right thigh. Nice tall spine. Feel those sit bones evenly on the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, slowly fold forward. Once again, maybe your hands are on the outside of your knee or your thigh. Maybe they're the outside of your calf. Wherever you can keep that tall spine, you don't have to reach your toes. The goal is not to touch your toes. The goal is not to get your forehead to your knee. It is simply to get a beautiful stretch in the back of your right leg. With every exhale, release a little more. One more breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly come back up. And this time, keep your left foot in front of you bent, and then bend your right foot, your right leg in as well, creating like a diamond, a sideways diamond in front of you with your legs, bringing the soles of your feet together. Wrap your fingers around the outside of your toes, pull your chest through, feeling that inner thigh stretch once again here in cobbler's pose, also known as butterfly stretch. and breathe. One more breath in. One more breath out. And when you're ready, make your way to tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Nice flat back, long spine, neutral neck. Once you find your tabletop position, inhale, bring your belly to the floor. Look up to the sky, cow. Exhale, round your spine, looking down towards the mat in cat. Take a few cat-cows in your own breath, finding your own rhythm, your own movement. Articulating through your spine, welcoming in some gentle movement. One more wherever you are. And then meet me back in tabletop position. Find your nice neutral neck and your long spine here in tabletop. And then we will do some fire hydrants in order to welcome in some more expansion in our bodies. We're going to keep our right leg down, right, yogi directions, don't mind me. Right leg down, and on an inhale, we're going to open our left thigh up parallel to the ceiling to the side. So you're going to keep that 90 degrees in your leg, but you're just going to lift that knee towards the ceiling out to the side. And then exhale back down. 4 more like that on this side. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Last one, inhale up, exhale down. We're going to repeat that on the other side for 5. It is called a fire hydrant because it looks just like a dog lifting its leg to pee on the fire hydrant. I know that is crass, but if that is the image that helps you achieve the form, then so be it. So take one breath in and a nice long breath out. And your next breath in, we're going to lift that right leg to the sky. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Take a breath here in tabletop. And then on an inhale, we're going to lift our right leg parallel to our spine. And then exhale as many steps as you need to bring that right foot between our hands here in a low lunge. If you need to crawl your left knee back in order to feel a nice stretch in your left hip flexor and the back of your right thigh, please do. You are welcome to keep your hands down on the mat like I am, lifting your chest just for a breath or 2 here in a low lunge. Inhale, and on an exhale, we're going to keep our feet exactly as they are and our legs exactly as they are. We are just going to lift our hips back up and above our left knee. So that's going to straighten your right leg into half splits, stretching out the back of the right thigh. Take some breaths of surrender here, releasing, creating space, all that expansiveness and spaciousness of Sagittarius. Breathing that newness into our lives. One more breath in. And on your exhale, make your way back into tabletop. Find those hands under your shoulders, those knees under your hips. Maybe you need a round of cat-cow to reset that spine. Maybe you just want to take a breath or two here in a neutral posture, whatever calls to you. And then on your next inhale, we're going to lift our left leg parallel to our spine and exhale as many steps as you need to get there, to bring that left foot between your hands. Sink into that left knee. Maybe you crawl that right knee backwards a little so you feel a deeper stretch in the back of the left thigh and the front of the right one. Lift your chest. Maybe you want to stay up on your fingertips like I am. Maybe you want to lift all the way up. Just take a breath or two here in low lunge. One more inhale. And as you exhale, keeping your legs as they are, we're going to lift our hips up and back over our right knee, straightening through that left leg. Half splits on the other side, getting a nice stretch in the back of that left thigh. Take some breaths of surrender here. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, make your way back into tabletop. When you're ready, walk your hands a little bit forward, curl your toes, inhale. And as you exhale, lift those hips up and back, bringing those heels towards the mat as close as you can get them. Nice, long spine. Downward facing dog. Take a moment and pedal those heels, walking your dog, stretching through the back of each thigh. And on your next inhale, find stillness. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale as many steps as you need to get there. Right foot between your hands. Staying up on your left toes, rise on up, sinking into that right knee in high lunge. Keeping your arms lifted, we're going to inhale, straighten your back leg, exhale, bend your left knee. 3 more times, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale. As you come down, spin back your left heel so it's to the back right corner of the mat, still bending into that right knee. Right arm forward, and you're going to take your left arm and you're going to pull it back like a bow and arrow, like you have a bow and arrow in your hand here. The symbol of Sagittarius is a centaur, and he holds a bow and arrow. So we're going to hold this archer version of Warrior 2 for just a couple of breaths, kind of taking on that adventurous spirit of Sagittarius with us, that archer's mission, that forward thinking, forward momentum. One more breath in like this. And we're going to keep our arms as they are, keep our legs as they are, but we're going to inhale and we're going to reach our right arm up and back in archer pose, reverse warrior. One more breath like this. come back into warrior two. Raise your arms up overhead, turning your torso towards the front in this warrior one. And now with that forward momentum and that forward thinking energy of Sagittarius, we're gonna shorten your stance just a little bit so you can really set your weight into that right leg. And when you're ready, we're gonna launch off that left foot and lift it behind us, our arms in front of us here in warrior three. Nice forward momentum, energetic posture. One more breath in like this. And as you breathe out, bring your left foot next to your right and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant those hands and either step back to downward dog or step back to high plank. Shift forward, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, now we all meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath here, reset. Inhale, lift that left leg to the sky. Exhale as many steps as you need to get there. Left foot between the hands. Stay up on those right toes as you rise into high lunge. I'm going to get my hair out of my face and then raise my arms. Nice, strong, high lunge. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale, straighten those legs. Exhale, sink down, bend your knees. 3 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Spin that right heel down to the back left of the mat. Left arm forward. Right arm pulls back in that archer stance, warrior two. Look forward into that newness. Look ahead with hope and promise as we take this expansiveness of Sagittarius. And then inhale. And as you exhale, keep your arms and legs as they are, but reach up and back with archer's arms, reverse warrior. Inhale and then exhale back to warrior two. When you're ready, turn your torso to the front, raise your arms up overhead. And now as you're ready, shorten that stance just a little bit so you can really shift your weight into that left leg. And then launch, whoopsie. If you fall, your yoga mat will catch you as mine does. Launch off your right leg, balancing into that left. Woo! I fall all the time. It is a practice, not a perfect. Woo! Make your way into warrior three. One more breath in like this. Exhale, bring your right foot to meet the left in forward fold. And I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me, and we're going to step that left foot out wide and widen our forward fold. Thank you for bearing with me as I kept falling out of that second side. It happens to all of us. That is why I keep it in my videos and I don't edit those out. It is all part of a human practice. And working through those tumbling steps allows us that expansiveness as well. As we surrender here in wide-legged forward fold, we can find ways to release and forgive ourselves, to create more space for that abundance and that newness the new moon in Sagittarius will bring. One more breath in here. And when you're ready, on an exhale, make your way to a seat. Now bring your knees slightly bent in front of you. Come up on your toes. Now maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you lift one leg with the shin parallel to the ceiling. Maybe you lift both here in boat pose with your arms in front of you. We're going to take a bit of an archer sequence as we rotate here in boat. We're going to inhale, pull that left elbow back, turn to the left. Exhale, forward. Inhale, pull that right elbow back, look to the right. Exhale, forward. 3 times more each side. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale. 1 more each way. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale. And lower those legs. Maybe you take a brief forward fold before making your way all the way back to your back. When you're ready, we're going to straighten through our right leg and we're going to bend through our left, grabbing the outer part of your left foot with your, like the sole of your foot could walk on the ceiling. That's how you kind of want your leg in this half happy baby. Stretching through that left thigh, releasing, creating space. When you're ready, we're going to bend through our right leg once again and cross that left ankle over the right knee and pull that in close for a reclined pigeon or reclined figure 4. Just getting a little bit deeper into our left inner thigh and glute. Winding down. We had a brief practice today, but it was a fiery one for that lovely fire sign, for that energetic abundance promised with this new moon. One more breath in here. And when you're ready, take your right hand to the outer part of your left foot. Pull that foot, that knee, so it stacks over the right. And then grab the outer part of the right foot with the left hand. Here in reclined shoelace. Stretching through those outer glutes just a little bit more deeply. We store so much of our emotions in our hips. So doing this progressively deeper hip release opens us up for even more as we wind down. Just one more breath here. And exhale, just unwind. Lower that left thigh to the bottom of the mat. And we're going to take that half happy baby on the right side. So grab the outer part of your right foot with your right hand, sole of the foot towards the ceiling. Pulling that knee down towards your armpit. Keeping that left hip and the hip bone pulling towards the bottom of the mat so that you keep those hips square and stretch that right inner thigh. One more breath here and bring that right or left leg so that the left shin is parallel to the ceiling. Cross that right ankle over the left knee and pull your left knee towards your chest. Reclined pigeon on the other side, stretching through that outer thigh, outer glute, Finding moments of release. Lengthening those exhales to create more space. One more breath in. And when you're ready, take that left hand, grab the outer part of the right foot. Cross that knee so that the left knee is on top of the right. And then take your right hand to grab the outer part of your left foot. Pull those feet towards the mat, the top part of the mat. Stretching through the outer glute in a reclined shoelace. Now, if you need to create more space and lift those knees more towards the ceiling, that is fine. You find your edge and either meet it or back off of it. Don't ever push beyond your edge. There's no need to. I know there's a lot of that mindset of go hard or go home or push yourself all the time, but my mentality is to find ease. Even in energetic or chaotic situations, find the ease. Find where you can nurture yourself. Find where you can release. And with that thought, let go of those feet. Let your feet come to the bottom of the mat. Drop your hands to your side and either find a soft gaze or gently close your eyes. Making your way into Shavasana. I'm going to come up and read to you the meditation for the Sagittarius new moon. As you make your way into Shavasana. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. Allow your body to relax and your mind to quiet. As you settle into stillness, invite the energy of the new moon in Sagittarius to surround you. Imagine the radiant glow of the night sky, shining brightly with wisdom and the truth of the universe. Feel its gentle illumination wash over you, fill you with a sense of calm and a sense of clarity. As you bask in this new moon, sense the energy of Sagittarius infusing you with optimism, adventure, and a thirst for knowledge. Take a moment and, if you choose, set a meditation for yourself. Set an intention for yourself. What truth or wisdom do you seek to uncover within? What areas of your life are calling for expansion and growth? If you're choosing to set an intention, allow it to shape in your mind and feel the energy of your desires forming with each breath. As you continue to breathe deeply, imagine a warm, golden light glowing at the center of your being. This light represents your inner wisdom, your truth, and your authenticity. Feel it growing brighter with each breath, illuminating to the depths of your soul with clarity and purpose. Allow yourself to connect to that sacred light within, acknowledging the infinite wisdom that resides at your core. Bring to mind any limiting beliefs, fears, or doubts that may be holding you back from embracing this expansion and truth in your life. And with every exhale, release those negative energies into the universe, allowing the darkness of the new moon to absorb it. Feel a sense of liberation and freedom as you let go of whatever does not serve your highest good. Now imagine that you're standing at the edge of a vast horizon with endless possibilities stretching out before you. Embrace the abundant energy of Sagittarius and allow yourself to dream big, to aim high. Envision a life full of growth, success, and joy. Feel a sense of excitement and empowerment as you open up to the bountiful blessings that the universe has in store for you. As you start to gently bring your awareness back to this present moment, pause for a minute to express gratitude for the insights, guidance, and healing you've received during this meditation. Feel your connection to the earth beneath you, grounding you in the present moment and anchoring the energies of expansion and truth within your being. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Carry with you the essence of the new moon in Sagittarius and the transformative energy of this meditation. Embrace the wisdom, abundance, and authenticity that flow from within you, knowing you're supported and guided by the cosmic forces of the energy on your journey, the forces of the universe, on your journey towards expansion and truth. If you haven't already, open your eyes, welcome some gentle movement into your body. And as you're ready, turn to your side, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands together at your heart. If you set an intention during the meditation, whisper it to yourself or repeat it in your mind. I am filled with abundance and gratitude for each and every one of you that continues to show up here for me, for yourself, in this community that is Yoga by the Moon. Our next practice will be, I believe, the last practice of 2025 for the first quarter moon. And I thank you for showing up today, and from my heart to yours. Namaste.